Hello, welcome to the Castle Combat YouTube channel. So today, Castle Combat, or Kid Realm, was able to hook me up with a collector's album, and it has all the different cards from the new set, so if you'd like to see me talk about a certain type of card or something like that, I'd be willing to do that, so just comment a card that you want me to talk about, and I will talk about it. But today, I want to talk about the card. Actually, he's a Dragon Lord. His name is Grendel, Dragon Lord. Hope you can see him. And so I'm gonna be reading some facts about him, and then the Grendel, his kind of story that he has. So facts about Grendel. Actually, I'll read the story first. The year was 1323. King Thor Thunders of the Blue Good Guy Castle led the knights into the mountain of Grendel the Great. They had battled wave after wave of Grendel's goblin minions. Thor and his brave warriors were weary, but they held the upper hand. Grendel, Dragonlord, came down from his lair on the highest peak of Sagaheim. He displayed his might by spreading his wings and letting out a tremendous roar. Thor's knights were shaken, but not willing to leave the field of battle. The great king, Thor Thunders, was one of the most powerful kings or knights to ever walk the world. He had no fear. He also knew that his men could not take another wave of goblins and trolls. He had to win the battle by himself by slaying the dragon Grendel. In plain sight, he took off his gauntlet and threw it down on the feet of the huge dragon. It was a challenge, one-on-one. Grendel smiled. "I accept your challenge. You have lived your last day," he said. A battle ensued that was legendary. The mountain echoed with the clash of these two great warriors. Thor wielded a sword, Frigid, the sword of the kings, the one of the four shields of Sagaheim. Grendel was pure power, a massive beast of fire and muscle. Thor fought well. Songs of battle will always be sung. But he could not match the awesome power of Grendel. He fell in battle that day. His knights retreated. The shield of Sagaheim was looted by a sneaky goblin named Grubby. He became the king of the goblins. Thor's son, Pike Thunders, became the king and swore revenge. To this day, Grendel's forces wage war on the world. Will Thor be avenged? So that's his Grendel versus Thor Thunders story. And then we'll read some facts about him. Grendel is over 540 years old, which means he's in his prime and most powerful. His great-grandfather, Grimdel, allied with Pharaoh Frostbite in the year 38 BE, before extinction of elves. They defeated the elves in the Third Battle of the Well. Pharaoh Frostbite has tried to ally with Grendel many times, but he refuses. Grendel would never share glory with anyone. Pike Thunders has vowed to avenge his father against Grendel. Grendel employs goblins as his minions because he knows they would never be able to challenge his power. His favorite minion is Bluto, the frost giant. Grendel is the most powerful of all the Dragon Lords. Grendel and Thermo in the Ancient may become allies to destroy Cold the Torch one day. One less Dragon Lord to challenge Grendel. His son Grendel is young. Grendel hopes he will take his place one day as Dragon Lord. So that's the legendary lore about him. So it mentioned Grubby, who is the goblin king, and he stole Thor Thunder's, he stole his shield. And then we have Bluto, who is Grendel's favorite minion, it says in the thing. And then, let me find, sorry about that, I cut so I could get to the, actually me having him. I didn't really want you guys to just sit down and wait, so yeah, I just wanted to get him out, and yeah. So in the legendary lore, these are guys who play a key role in Grendel's, his whole deal, his whole story. So yeah, he mentioned Thor Thunders. Thor Thunders will be coming out really soon, I think, possibly next week, so be on the lookout for that. Yeah. So that's pretty much all about Grendel. He's rivaled with all the Dragon Lords and Pharaoh Frostbite, because it mentioned earlier that he doesn't want anyone to be equally as strong and be able to challenge him. But yeah, Grendel doesn't really have an effect. He's just kind of a 6, which is pretty powerful. So yeah, be on the lookout for him. He's in packs right now. He's very rare. You have a 1 in 18 chance of finding him, and even if he's a 1 in 18 chance of finding a Dragon Lord, and even if you find a Dragon Lord, you know, it's not guaranteed it's going to be Grendel, so yeah. You can also purchase them from the shop. I think it's $20. Probably, like, partially because he's really rare and you're not gonna find him otherwise. So yeah, um, I think you noticed this mat in the background. Tell me if you like this. I like it. I think it's cool, kind of having this here. Oh, I also forgot to mention Grendel the Great. I don't know if you can see it. I'll move it down a little bit. Grendel's tower. Grendel has this right here. He is the mountain. And then Grubby is right here. He would be like right here. So yeah, not 100% sure where Blue Toe is. I'm guessing he's probably somewhere in the mountains. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's probably where he is. So yeah, that's Grendel. Thanks for watching. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, like, and favorite. It helps me out a lot, and it can help you a lot if you need to, maybe want updates on different cards coming out or stuff like that. I'll be mentioning new cards that come out in the future. Yeah, so 1 second. I'm gonna actually show you guys this. Oh, there's a little bit of glare, so I'm just gonna kind of show you guys. This is what I was reading earlier. If you want to kind of, I don't know if you guys can like actually see it that well, but if you guys can see it, you might want to pause it and if you want to read through it a little bit. I personally think the story is pretty interesting. Like, I like reading it, so just kind of pause it through there and you can read it. But yeah, again, thanks for watching. See you later. Bye.